All right, so the election is over, and many of the races have already been called, and as we know, a lot of people really don't see eye to eye on all these issues with their friends and family.
Right, which could be a problem as we get closer to the holidays. Joining us this morning on how to deal with all this tension is a therapist, Claire Karakey with Claibourne Counseling. Good morning, it's good to see you.
Good to see you.
Thank you for coming back and joining us again. We don't bite, right?
No. We're pretty nice most days.
Yeah.
Those are lovely.
How do we deal with some of this conflict that we may have with family members?
Absolutely, especially going into the holiday season. I think first and foremost, just reminding ourselves that that person on the other side, hopefully now, we love and respect. And so grounding ourselves in that. But when communicating, you know, actively listen. We need to work to seek common ground and get rid of this fight to be right and win, and know our limits too. You know when we need to take a break or when we can't keep communicating on that.
Do you think it would be couth to maybe even set some ground rules before you have some big family gathering?
Ty, get out of my mind. Ground rules are great, right? And even just having some neutral responses if you do hit that conversation of, you know, we can agree to disagree and letting that be okay. But when you do set those ground rules, be clear, be assertive, and make sure you're respecting that other person's too.
Because I think it's important too to be a good listener, like you mentioned.
Yeah.
Isn't it important to have those conversations at the dinner table, because we have to face it at some point that we know we don't agree.
Yeah.
But let's have a civil discourse, civil conversation about it.
Absolutely. I think choosing unity, right? At the end of the day, our goal is to work together and to find a way to respect, you know, differing beliefs. That's really important. So.
You kind of mentioned to kind of have that conversation. What kind of give us some tips? Like, what would you say, like, if you're going to all be sitting down, to kind of say it in a way that's nice, but also
let's
firm?
role play.
Let's role play. Okay.
I love this.
Okay. I'm going to be Uncle Joe,
Okay.
and
You'll be Aunt Mary.
Okay.
Uncle
All right.
Joe, Aunt Mary. Okay, so go ahead.
You're the dinner party host.
Okay, I'm like, all right, everybody, let's come down.
No,
Dinner's
let's
ready.
talk politics.
Stop it, Uncle Tom. I'm just kidding. Being clear, being firm. No, Uncle Tom, I do not have capacity to have this conversation right now. Can we do this at a different time?
Ooh, that you just shut me down.
Yeah.
Boom.
What would
That's
Uncle
good.
Tom say in response?
You're right. Well, peace out. I'll go find another dinner table.
Uncle Tom, you've had too much to drink. I'm going to have you sit in the living
here,
room.
you need to be
Yes. So that's kind of a way to really kind of shut it down right at the beginning.
Yeah. Hey, you know what, Ty, we need to recognize, right? We might not always be in a space to have that conversation. Some moments are going to be better than others.
And you're not going to change anybody's mind.
No. So if you know, I think biggest thing when setting boundaries and just being aware is really being internally aware of like where your limits are, right? A boundary is a line, it's a limit.
And going into the mindset of thinking that it isn't all about you.
Yeah.
Like, this is about family, it's about trying to keep the peace and enjoying the holidays. It's not about you and your opinions about everything.
No.
Let's leave those at the door and just enjoy each other's company.
Absolutely, right? It goes back to that love and respect and really working to let go of that need to be right or win.
And as we wrap up, Claire, I did want to mention, you know, you and your agency, you've seen a lot of people come in for help, and you say this is kind of like a good moment in society right now, because people are saying, I need help, and this is where I go to get it.
Yeah, absolutely. We're cheering that on. I think we've come really far as a society in that end.
How do people find you if they need help?
Yeah, visit us at claibournecounseling.com. My name is Claire Karakey, and I'm the co-founder and clinical director.
Oh, Claire, it's good to see you.
Thanks for always coming in.
And
That was a good role play.
Thank you for shutting down Uncle Tom.
You're a great actress.
Uncle Tom, I appreciate it. I've enjoyed my time. Thank you for having me.
Thank you. We'll be right back.